Welcome to the online news desk of Banking Finance. Banking Finance is one of the leading monthly journal on banking and finance in India since 1988. The journal would be completing 33rd year of publication in 2020. Here are some highlights of some important news. SBM Bank to launch new banking platform. SBM Bank India, which is the wholly owned subsidiary of State Bank of Mauritius, is focusing on technology to reach out to customers and is set to launch a new banking platform. We are launching new banking. We have tied up with a fintech, said Neeraj Sinha, head of retail and consumer bank at SBM Bank of India, adding that the bank is looking at collaborative banking in other segments as well, where companies may have access to large number of customers but do not have a banking license. We are piloting with FinTech Pay nearby. We have launched a service called Nivesh, which is a recurring deposit platform, Sinha told. PSBs to float company for doorstep banking. PSBs are working towards floating a company to house the operations of their recently launched PSB Alliance for Doorstep Banking initiative, in a move that could prove to be a game changer vis-a-vis how banking services are offered and consumed. All 12 PSBs under the aegis of the Indian Banks Association have joined forces to initially offer 10 non-financial services at customers' doorstep. Top 1000 listed firms must have risk management committee. SEBI has proposed to make it mandatory for top 1000 listed entities to set up a risk management committee. Currently, the top 500 listed entities in terms of market capitalization are required to set up such a committee. Considering the multitude of risks faced by listed entities, risk management has emerged as a very important function of the board. The COVID-19 pandemic has also reinforced the need for a robust risk management framework, SEBI said in a consultation paper issued. Large NBFCs can become banks. The Reserve Bank of India has said that there is a case for systemically important non-banking finance companies beyond a certain size to convert into banks and subject them to the same prudent regulatory framework. This arrangement will enable a regulation-light structure to continue for most NBFCs that gives them the flexibility to serve the last-mile consumers. The spillover of risks from a systemically important NBFC capable of transmitting perceptible impact on financial stability must be dealt with in a proportionate manner. So, NBFCs with significant externalities and which contribute substantially to systemic risks must be identified and subjected to a higher degree of regulation, said RBI Deputy Governor M. Rajeshwar Rao. We shall be back after a short commercial break. Please stay tuned. Sashi Publications Private Limited is one of the leading publishers of journals and books on insurance, banking and public relations. The group is in the publication business since last 4 decades. The journals and books have pan-India circulation and the books are also circulated out of India. The group publishes 4 journals: The Insurance Times, Banking Finance, Life Insurance Today and PR Communication Age. The books published are multiple choice question answer books for licentiate, associate, fellowship, surveyors and insurance agents, promotional MCQ guides and books, PSU Scale 1 and 2 promotional exam, Para 13.2 promotional exam. Why this guide? Best MCQ guide for licentiate exam since more than 20 years. More than 40,000 candidates have passed the exam from our guides. Published from the House of Sashi Publications. Chapter-wise questions and answers, more than 1000 objective questions and answers, questions based on previous exam patterns, must for people working in industry who do not get time to study, No need for classroom training for the subject. This book covers around 1000 objective type questions and answers as per current syllabus. Besides the objective questions in each chapter, we have given chapter-wise important points to remember to help the candidates to recall the answers to questions. Our pass percentage in previous examinations has been 100%, with candidates scoring average 75% marks. This guide will be extremely helpful for the professionals who need a crash course for passing and do not have time to study. You need not attend any coaching after going through this study material. We also have online mock tests for licentiate, associate, fellowship, surveyors and insurance agents. We are one of the largest publishers of examination books for various exams in insurance industry. We have more than 30 titles to our credit. Thousands of candidates have passed various examinations by reading our books. Welcome back after the break. UPI transactions surpassed 2 billion mark in October. Unified Payments Interface (UPI), the flagship payments platform of the National Payments Corporation of India, recorded over 2 billion transactions in October, a milestone that highlights the faster adoption of digital payments in post-COVID-19 world. The transactions, which had crossed the 1 billion mark in the first 15 days of the month, amounted to Rs 3.86 trillion in October. Airtel Payment Banks join hands with Bharti AXA General. Airtel Payments Bank has partnered with Bharti AXA General Insurance to offer comprehensive car insurance to the Payments Bank's customers. The Smart Drive private car insurance offers financial protection against damage to the vehicle due to accident, theft, and natural and man-made disasters. Airtel Payments Bank's customers can purchase the Bharti AXA car insurance policy within 5 minutes using a paperless, secure, and quick process through the Airtel Thanks app. Airtel Payments Bank, the country's first payments bank, has over 3 crore customers. Reserve Bank proposes to merge LVR with DBS Bank India. Finance Ministry approved the merger of capital-starved Lakshmi Vilas Bank with DBS Bank India. The Reserve Bank of India on 17th November proposed the merger of the 94-year-old lender with the Indian arm of Singapore's DBS Bank. As part of the amalgamation, DBIL will infuse fresh capital of Rs 2,500 crores into LVB. The central bank on 17th November placed Lakshmi Vilas Bank under 1-month moratorium, superseded its board and capped withdrawals at Rs 25,000 per depositor. With the merger, there will be no further restrictions on the depositors regarding the withdrawal of their deposit, Union Minister Prakash Javadekar said. This was all from the Banking Finance Online News Desk. We will be back with latest news on banking and finance industry in our next edition. Please click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notifications for the next video. Stay connected.